export, particularly in this climate, has never been so important. The opportunities really are there for British companies to go out to the market. We have currency with sterling where we can go and be competitive, particularly in countries that maybe a year ago, 18 months ago, could not afford to buy British products. We're very competitive. We make very, very good items that want to be bought by countries that can now afford to do that. So the opportunity really is there for all companies to seriously look at their policies, to look at their strategies, and to become exporters.
A warm welcome on behalf of HSBC for today. I hope that you really enjoy the day, but I hope that you get great value out of the day too.
So, given this sort of economy, where we're not going to be doing it the easy way, we're not going to be doing it on the make, we're not going to be growing this economy and creating jobs on the back of debt-fueled consumers and a debt-fueled government, we're going to have to do it other ways, and that means exporting. If we don't, this economy will grow more slowly than we've been used to, and it will create fewer jobs, and it will take a heck of a long time to get those people who've lost their jobs back into work. The best way to get those people back into work is for us to export our way out and export our way to new growth. Can we still cut the mustard in the big league? Can we grow this economy the hard way and not the easy way?
I have to go where the money is. We all have to follow the money. That's life. If I can find McDonald's, if I can find motors and mobile phones and all those things, I know I can make some money. So I can send my people in to try and do something. There are only two choices, build and buy or buy and build. So what I do requires technology, what I do requires intellectual product, and what I do requires people. I've got to get the right people in the right place, understanding the product. And if you buy something, you've got to start working very, very early on the nature and shape of the culture of that organisation and the way you will embed yours. But it's hard work, it's great fun, it's a great challenge, and going abroad is the greatest challenge you'll ever have.
Today we got the Best New Exporter, which is on the Passport to Export Awards. I believe it's for how successfully and effectively we've expanded over the last 5 years since engaging with the UKTI. We've used their Passport to Export scheme, their market research schemes, and a lot of advice from our contacts, David Earp here, just on initial market contact, then developing those markets, and then seeing repeat success in those markets. The UK Trade Investment have been paramount in our success in Europe, namely in accessing trade shows with their TAP programs, where they have provided us with the funding we've needed to make the steps to these trade shows, where we've been able to write orders, get new business, access new clients, and really expose our brands to European and new markets.
When will it be that any government ever, of any party ever, understands that without you, my friends, this nation wouldn't have 1 penny of taxation? You see, business, the pursuit of profit, is the only element in our society that creates wealth. But it all comes back to the tax that business generates. And I just wish that educationists and environmentalists and trade unionists and journalists and especially politicians understood that fact. Especially right now, because the only way this great nation of ours is going to get out of this economic mess is trade its way out of it. Now, put those two things together, tells me how vital you are. But one thing we've got to do as a business community is really export. We've got to get out around the world. And the world is waiting for us.
Certainly from our experience, we simply didn't have a big enough market in the UK and the US, which was our initial export market. So joining forces with UKTI and exploring new markets all over the world where we could find chemists in laboratories who wanted to buy our equipment was absolutely essential. It's what has dragged us from being a start-up loss-making company to now being a profitable group with subsidiaries on 4 continents, so it's been absolutely essential to us. The best bit of advice I could give for companies looking to export or expand their exporting is that you really must get on the plane and go out and see and touch and feel the countries, the people, the culture, really understand that local market. It's not something you can do on the end of a phone or a fax or even on the end of an email. It is absolutely essential that those people who are working for you feel loved and they feel part of your business, be they distributors or employees or customers. You absolutely have to get on that plane and do those hard air miles.
The Global Opportunities Conference is a superb networking event, and to be here and have the opportunity to talk to the suppliers and the supports that business will need to become exporters, or if they are exporters, to develop those skills, it's superb, absolutely superb.